Okay, I've pretty much set up the ElliptiGO Arc now for the 400-kilometer Audax ride. The bag, light, one backup light mount, another backup light mount, camera, puncture resistant tires, rear light, and a much lower step height. I've reduced the step height considerably. That has a significant impact on how strenuous it is on the thighs, so that hopefully will allow me the range I need to complete 400 kilometers in under 28 hours and 40 minutes. It's midnight on the 1st of May. We're just entering May now, and I am setting off on the same 400 kilometer route I did back on the 19th of March. This time I'm doing it on the ElliptiGO Arc. It's going to be a voyage of discovery and exploration. I think I'm ready for it, and I'm looking forward to seeing this shape up. I've been riding for 2.5 hours. I lost about 45 minutes going the wrong way. My GPS device just froze, and I hadn't realized it had frozen. I thought I was still on course. Then I realized that it wasn't working. When I reset, I was way off course. When I got back on course, I started following the map line in the wrong direction until I saw a house that I passed early on and recognized it on the other side of the road. So I've set myself back by more than half an hour, but that's my disaster for this morning. I must say I'm feeling a bit down. It's the middle of the night. I didn't sleep at all before I set off, so I've been awake almost for 24 hours already. 5 a.m. It's now 5 a.m. Still in Cambridgeshire. Glad it's morning. I really needed the light. I've been feeling really down, really tired. I missed a night's sleep last night, so that makes things tougher. Lovely morning. I've just stopped here to switch off my rear light. No need to waste it now. It's the one on my backpack. The one on my backpack's good enough. I'll save that one for tonight because I'm going to be riding till tonight. The front light is still really bright, which is great. And also time to have a pie and get moving. I've covered the first 100 kilometers in 5 hours and 44 minutes, so I'm tracking okay. If I could get a cup of coffee at this petrol station, that would be really helpful to start the day, and then I'm going to pretend I'm starting from the beginning. Morning chaps, I'm now on the A47. I've covered 100 kilometers. in 5 hours and 44 minutes. It's morning, which is great. I've had a really tough time getting through the night. You know, I missed a night's sleep last night and it really was telling. I'm feeling it in the legs. The quads are really feeling it. It's only 100 kilometers, but I'm not as bad as I seem. I'm more being blinded by the sun. Bike is still okay. I think I'm still okay. I'm actually using this as a brake. Trying to start the day properly now. I hope you're all having a good time. I hope Phil got through his ride well. And I've got a whole day ahead of me, and this is the first stop I've made, and I've got to keep it brief because we don't have a lot of pace here. As soon as you try to push the pace on this thing, your legs start to suffer. Over and out. Morning, honey. Just phoning to say good morning. It's 6:22 in the morning, so you guys will be deep in sleep. I'm on the A47. I've done 100 kilometers. Still got 300 kilometers to go, and all's going well. It's a beautiful morning, and I'm feeling good. I hope you guys are okay. I love you all. Hi Davi, hi Tiongi. God bless all of you. Coffee and bright sunshine worked for me. That petrol station on the A47 did the trick. Used the toilet, had some coffee, filled up water. We're acting like we're starting again now. I've got 300 kilometers still to go. It's a long haul, but I'm feeling a lot better after that stop. But it was a long stop, so I'll try not to stop again until 200 kilometers. I'll stop every 100 kilometers, I think. But let's see how the legs cope. Right now I'm feeling okay, but I was feeling trashed when I got to that petrol station. I think Ivy and I should move down here. I like the isolation of that house. Lots of railways here. I'm not going to say what I think of that guy, but what I want you to see is this railway crossing, just how big it is. Isn't that impressive? Now in the fens, totally flat here, with lots of dikes and agriculture. These are the roads we rode in, the London, Edinburgh, London. When the wind is against you on these roads, it's terrible because the roads are miles and miles long, completely straight. If you've got a headwind, you're going to be in that headwind for 10 miles. Before we found a broken spoke, and it seems to have punctured the tube. It looks like the same spoke that broke previously and got fixed. Looks like it's broken again. Might be a different one, but there's some scratching around it which suggests it's the same spoke. So got a broken spoke and it seems to have punctured the tube. This is not a good situation. I need a bike shop. I didn't bring any spare spokes. I have them, but I didn't bring them. I need a bike shop to get that piece out because this thing's gonna burst at any moment. It'll burst if I don't do something about it, so I've got to pray now. I'm gonna check at this house, see if they know where there's a bike shop near here. The unspeakable has happened. I couldn't have even made it up. I had a spoke which broke ages back when I'd loaned this bike to a customer, and I had it replaced. You can see the nice shiny new spoke nipple. It's broken again and punctured the tube inside. So now I've got a broken spoke and I didn't bring a spare, and it seems to have punctured the tube inside. Now I'm near Wisbeach, which is about 7 to 10 miles from here, so I believe there's a bike shop there, and I've just got to get there. So I'm pumping up again and I'm riding off, and hopefully that bike shop will be able to at least get this thing suitable to get me home. I've only done 100 miles, 160k. I'm not even halfway yet, but it's not time to panic yet. Let's just see if we can get this done. I'm in Wiz Beach. I'm hoping this is where I'll find someone who can quickly fix my bike back wheel. We'll see, otherwise I'll have to do it myself. I'm in Wiz Beach now. I've just got to find the bike shop. It looks like I'm getting out of town already, so I must have missed it. I'm just going to do a search on my phone. Okay, I've changed the thing in 12 minutes and I pumped it up in about 3 minutes. The pumping was quite difficult and I can only get it to 50 psi on my pump, but we're in business. Looking at the dead tube, I believe it's not the spoke that punctured it. I believe it's the fact that I used a tube that was too big for the tire, because the Schwalbe Marathon tires are 1.35 and the original tire is a 1.5, and I used the tube from the 1.5. Luckily my spare is a 1.35 and that's what I put in there. It's about half the size. Fingers crossed, guys. We got to move now because I am so behind schedule. I've covered 270 kilometers in 17 hours and 50 minutes, I think. Yeah, 17 hours and 50 minutes. I'm just changing the foot platform now. I'm moving it forward a bit so that the weight can be supported more under my heel instead of my forefoot. My forefoot's getting kind of worn out now, so I need to move the foot a bit. So I'm doing that on both sides. Hi honey, hi babies. Just saying, how's it going? I'm in some place called Fornham All Saints. All's well. I shouldn't waste too much time. I've only got 10 minutes to stop here. As you can see, I'm covered in salt. I was just readjusting the bike to make it a bit more comfortable. I'm switching on my lights and tell the kids Daddy will go to bed when it's dark. Honey, keep in touch. Cheers. Okay guys, it's done. I've done 415 kilometers on the ElliptiGO Arc. Beat the time limit by just 32 minutes. I don't know why everything was so slow. I can't believe the number of hills. When I did the same course on the 11R a month or so back, there were not that many hills. Today it was just hills and wind, and you won't believe it. I did see this in the forecast. The wind was due to change direction all day long yesterday, meaning that I had a headwind all around the course, if such a thing is possible. And then I had my half inflated tires, which just meant the bike was just dragging along. It couldn't move. But I've done it now, and my feedback is don't do it. It's not worth it. I didn't get hurt or anything like that, but it was like running an ultra marathon on a treadmill in a room with white walls. It was just so boring. In fact, I've really got to reassess my my whole take on long distance and Audax now, because my mind is not in it. It's just that I had that tracker and everyone knew I was doing it, and I had that professional pressure to finish, but I couldn't care less. It was just so mentally draining. The Arc is not a comfortable bike for long distance. It's not like the 11R. The 11R, you don't notice the miles and the hours passing. On the Arc, you never forget what you're doing. You feel it. So guys, that's it. It's 4:30 in the morning now, and I'm gonna log out. I'm just having a cuppa, and then I'm going home. I'm gonna stick my ride on Strava, otherwise it didn't happen. Thanks for all your support. I really appreciate it. I had just a couple of hours sleep, not a lot, but I'm back in the land of the living. Had to take my little baby girl to a birthday party. So that forced me to be up and about by 11:30. So I only slept about 5 hours. I'll definitely do more sleeping. Yeah, I had a chat with my long distance cycling friends, and obviously my rash decision to consider my position has been reversed. I'll be doing lots of long rides in the future, but I do need to give myself a mental reset, and just get excited about the whole thing again. I know I've got a big ride coming up shortly, and well, I've got a month to try and turn my mindset around, otherwise I'm gonna postpone that. But otherwise, yeah, still tired, but feeling really good. There's no feeling like after you've just done a big ride.